We've had at Virginia Tech. If you're Bud Foster, look at some of the guys he's had.
D'Angelo Hall, Ike Charlton, Jimmy Williams, Corey Bird, all side himself because that was a clear miss by the officials.
Sean Glennon wide open. Andre Smith, the tight end. A blown coverage by Miami. All the flow came to the near side. Smith floated out to the far side, and no one from the Canes. But he has made his way back to the sideline, although right now it's the Sean Glennon show. And now it's the Brandon Orr show for the Hokies. Down to the 21-yard line goes Orr. Now is set first and goal. At the 7. Orr to the 5. In. Touchdown. The second touchdown run of the day for Brandon Orr. And Virginia Tech answers. The Canes score. Next play, 68-yard drive by Virginia Tech. And Brandon Orr has a 2-touchdown day. Here comes the blitz again. Right, hit as he throws. Intercepted. Macho Harris. Down the sideline. Harris inside the 20.
He's going to come from deep here. He'll be clean and be right in Kyle Wright's face. Forced the deep throw. Picked off by Macho Harris. And how many times have you seen this with Virginia Tech deep?
Are better. This one comes from 37 yards out.
Tough angle for a right-footed kicker.
He handles it, though, right down the middle. Now, keep in mind, Miami's defense. On first down, an end around to Royal. Gets to the sideline. Out of bounds. Inside the 45 at the Miami 40-yard line.
For number 39, the fullback doesn't get mentioned very often. Nice job. Here he comes. He starts one way and then comes back the other. Freezes the linebackers. Great block. A nice cut block in the open field on Kenny Phillips. And Kenny Phillips, watch for the crashes.
Third down
and 12. Most of them won't do that.
Glennon, first down and then some. Getting loose is Josh Hyman. Bounds at the 1-yard line. He tried to sneak the ball inside the pylon.
If there's anything that distinguishes the offense of Virginia Tech in the last 2 weeks, it is that kind of incredible concentration. That was a tough catch. Coming back, that's a touchdown. Folks, that's a touchdown. When that ball breaks the plane, watch this. Let me show you again. They're going to review it. That is so hard to do, running one way, turning your body, getting back and catching the ball. He's going to put this in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown.
That angle was a little bit harder to see. Watch his foot hit the sideline. Has the ball broken the plane yet?
Now we got to decide whether
his foot stepped out.
The play stands is called on the field. The runner's out at the 1-yard line. First and goal.
Already has a 2-touchdown day. Instead, it's the fullback, Carlton Weatherford. Is he in? No signal yet. Yes, he's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Weatherford, who did a nice job of blocking to get this deal going with the reverse to Royal.
For all those years about to go out the window. From the end zone, Kyle Wright steps up. With a pump fake, tries to tuck it under and lost the football. Xavier Adibi hit him at the 7-yard line, and the ball came out. Joel Figueroa may have come away with the loose ball, and now a couple of players come away with the pile with handfuls of jerseys and face masks. So while a fracas is broke up in the end zone, the ball is awarded to Virginia Tech at the 8-yard line.
When a guy like Kyle Wright has played so well all night long, gets the ball knocked out, and if Virginia Tech is able to capitalize here, this is going to look like it was just another blowout football game. That's not what it has been at all, and yet this is what he'll remember. Patrick
Airlines, part of a rivalry week, presented by Remington. Cheeseman moves the pile into the end zone. Yes, another touchdown on the ground for the Hokies, and they have blown this one wide open.
That's where Miami was allowed back in the game, at least temporarily.
A delayed blitz came and Wright couldn't get away. From the far side, Stephen Virgil is now in at quarterback. for Virginia Tech. Handing it off once again to Dustin Pickle, who gets to the outside and has a first down and more. And stays inbounds to the 45-yard line. Some time here. And again, Virginia Tech, their next game, the rivalry game with Virginia. And it comes up next Saturday at noon. It will either be on ESPN.
Virginia Tech, it got hairy for a minute. You saw 20-14, but they end up winning 20. Well, never mind.
Hey, seriously,
44-14 Tech.
213 yards of offense.
when you look at this Miami defense, to be able to give up that many points the last 2 weeks, I mean, it used to be the whole season you never saw that.
Yeah, 92 points the last 2 weeks.
But it hurts. It hurts when you just can't get anything, though, offensively.
Oh, yeah, 3 turnovers, really.
Bob Wischusen, that game in terms of ACC championship really was meaningless. It's next week's game in Charlottesville at Virginia. Winner goes to the ACC championship game in Jacksonville. And guys, we look forward to that game. Virginia, a team that, with the exception of the Miami game, has really all of their games have been decided by 5-6 points or even less than that. Great defense, just not a real prolific offense, you wouldn't think. What do you see when you look at the Hokies?
Well, when we were talking about Coach of the Year candidates, Al Grove might have to be in that category as well. 5-7 last year. You know, the tough loss to Wyoming to start off the season. Quite a run that they've had, but you've got to love this Virginia Tech defense. You know, you could hear Sean Glennon talking about it there. Bud Foster does a great job with these guys, very aggressive, and really personifies what Beamer ball is all about. You know, forcing turnovers, making guys make mistakes, and when you look at this Virginia offense, still not enough production, I believe, to win this game against Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and the thing about this game, over the last few years, Virginia Tech's had the upper hand against the Wahoos from Virginia, but Virginia won a couple years ago. But I think in this case, here's a team that's been a little bit under-publicized. They've really done a good job of winning the close games, as Dari mentioned, and I think their defense is good enough if Glennon doesn't go out there and light them up. With Chris Long rushing the passer and their really good run defense, they're going to force Virginia Tech to take some chances here to make some yards. So it's going to be a game where we're going to see a defensive struggle. Obviously, the kicking game as usual when Frank Beamer's involved. But Al Grove really has done a tremendous job. You know, they got less than 100 yards against Wyoming in the first game of the year. Got beat 20-0, as you mentioned. And from that point on, ran the table except a loss to NC State in a real upset. But, boy, what a great year they've had. And they're going to go to a good bowl. But they could be playing for the championship against the winner of the Clemson-Boston College game tonight.
Virginia Tech, that is next week in Charlottesville. All right.